Welcome, 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 welcome to the live. Welcome to the live, welcome to the live. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. I'm excited for today's live. I am so excited for today's live. You guys have no clue. All I'm about to do is do what I do, which is spit gems. Welcome to the live, everybody. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. If you are joining, welcome, welcome, welcome. You about to have your shit rocked. I'm about to spit so much facts, so much game to you. You about to have your shit rocked. Welcome to the live. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Look at you. You inside. You inside? Y'all inside today? Y'all inside? Y'all at work? Where y'all at? You at home? What y'all doing? What y'all doing? You inside? What y'all doing today? What y'all doing today? What y'all doing today? Let's put that. What y'all doing today? I'm excited to talk to y'all today. Y'all got no clue. I'm so excited to talk to y'all today. I got so much to talk about. Before we even get started, I just want to say, man, these on the porch. Oh, what's up, Ricky? Ricky said he on the porch. What's up, blockchain? Listen, I got so much to talk about with y'all today. Like, I need y'all to understand, boy, when I swear, when you are destined, when you are like, I hate saying chosen one, because it's like, I don't know. I feel like they done fucked up the term, but like when you are highly favored, let's do that one. When you are highly favored, baby, the journey that you gotta go through, the shit that you gotta put up with. When you are highly favored, you just gotta deal with it. It's actually kind of ridiculous, but hey, it's a part of the journey. It's what you gotta do, right? First of all, welcome to the live. If you are joining the live, I want y'all to go ahead, drop some emoji, drop a comment, say what's up, what's up, what's up. How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing today? How are y'all doing today? How are y'all doing today? How y'all feeling? I got a lot to talk about, y'all. I got a lot to talk about today. Like, I'm not playing no games today. I'm coming for y'all. But in a good way. I'm gonna help you out today. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear today. You feel me? I'm gonna throw some game at you. I'm gonna just send some love, right? Man, today I had a day. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because some of y'all probably felt the energy. Today's energy was intense. Today's energy was powerful. Today's energy was like, wake up. Today woke me up. Today woke me up. Are y'all hearing me when today woke me up, and I'm about to wake you up. The first thing that came to me today was like, enough is enough. That's the title of this live over here, but enough is enough. Yo, I'm about to like really just go off on a tangent, and y'all tell me if y'all understand what I've been feeling, if you've been feeling this way too. Lately, I've just been feeling like I want to go psycho. Like, I just want to go crazy, but in a good way. And let me tell you what I mean by that. Like, hold on, I got to record. I forgot. I got to record. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the video. Welcome to wherever you are watching this at right now. I got a big message for y'all. I got a lot to say to y'all right now. And I just want to thank all of y'all that are in here watching it. All of y'all that watch these replays. I just really want to say I'm grateful and thankful and appreciative for those that come in here and want to get better and stay tapped into the music, stay tapped into what I got going on. I appreciate you, right? But before we even get into the music and all of that, I just want to tell you that lately I've been feeling like today, it was like enough is enough. You know what that means. Feel what I mean by when I say enough is enough. And I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. Enough is enough because I literally was so sick and tired of myself today. And let me tell you what I mean by that. I got so sick and tired of not showing up how I know I can. Yeah, I may be doing better than some. Yeah, I may be working more than some, but I'm not trying to compare myself to anybody else. What some got going on ain't got shit to do with me. My beef is with me and me. Your beef is with you and you. And today I was in the shower and I was really upset with myself because I was like, you know you could be doing more. You know you could be tapped in more. You know you could be putting out more. You know you could be creating more. Excuse me. But what's going on? Enough is enough. I'm tired of letting myself slip through the cracks. I'm tired of letting myself slip through the cracks. I'm tired of letting myself get off with things. I'm tired of letting myself be lazy. I'm tired of letting myself be like tomorrow. I'm tired of tomorrow. What if there's no tomorrow? I don't care for tomorrow. I care for today. And I really had to sit with myself and I need you to understand, my family. You are my family. I need you to understand, baby, you could be doing way more than you're doing right now because you're only using about 25 to 40% of your potential. When you think that you're done, you actually have more in the tank. You know, I posted a story today that I said it's looking real bad for you niggas. And the reason why is because I'm done playing small so that your insecurities don't get triggered. How many of y'all do that? Thank you for the gift, amen. Thank you for the gift, be positive. How many of y'all do that? Y'all be playing small because of other people's insecurities. It's time to stop that too. You thinking, oh, you know what? I'm not going to cause no problems. No, you're causing problems. You're causing problems by you playing small or you being big. Regardless, there's going to be problems. Which problems are you going to deal with? This is always going to be hard, but what's your hard? Are you going to deal with the regret of not living up to your potential? Are you going to deal with the regret of sacrificing relationships and sacrificing Me personally, I don't want to live a life where I'm not living the desired reality that I wanted for myself. Me personally, I would choose death over that. And guess what? A bitch is not dying. So what does that tell you? That tells you that I got one choice. Live that desired reality. You see, you got to really lock in with yourself. And you got to make yourself really believe that you don't have no other option. Because you don't. You don't have no other option. Your only option is to make it happen. And I'm telling you this because guess what? I know your family don't get it. I know your friends don't get it. I know your environment don't get it. I know what that feels like. I'm in that shit right now. That's why I'm coming to you because you're the only one that's gonna understand me. Real talk. I'm being eaten up by my own motivation. I'm being eaten up by my own hunger. And I have no choice but to make it happen. Mom don't get it. Dad not here. Friends don't get it for real. They don't get it. They just think, well, yeah, just work harder. No, you don't get it. I'm about to go completely psychotic. And when I say go completely psychotic, I mean like, I'm sorry, I can't go out with you no more. I'm sorry, I can't go to party. I'm sorry, I can't do all this shit that don't fucking matter. You want me to get wasted. You want me to get drunk. You want me to, let's go to Mexico. Like, I'm not where I want to be for real. I'm not where I want to be for real. I'm going to go to Mexico with you. I'm going to go to this party. And all I'm going to be thinking about is my goals. You feel me? Sometimes it's time for, like, me personally, I don't need a friend. I don't need a friend. I need allies. I need people who want to see me succeed and want to help me grow. And I know you feel this way because I'm talking to you. I'm really probably speaking your spirit right now. No, I don't need a team. I don't need a team because once you got a team, guess what? There's someone that's going to be the weakest link that you're going to have to cover for. No, I don't need a team. I need just me. You need just you. You don't need nobody else but you to get in there because at the end of the day, when you wake up at 6 a.m., you don't want to be calling your friend, yo, what's good? You locking in? Oh, man, I'm sorry, bro. I can't go today. See? And then guess what? Once they say they're not going, guess what's going to happen? It's going to make you not go. You get me? You don't need anybody else but yourself. You don't need anybody else but yourself. And let me tell you something. Whatever way that you won last season, you can't do the same thing you was doing last season to win in this season. Whatever you did in last season, it's going to be twice as hard this season. And what I've realized about that is the language of winning. That is the language of winning. Winning does not owe you anything. Winning is a jealous lover. Winning needs everything from you. Are you willing to give everything to win? Excuse me. Are you willing to give everything to win? You willing to quit? You willing to quit coffee? You willing to stop scrolling? You willing to wake up at 4 a.m.? You willing to do that for real? Because let me tell you, somebody said my soul is only for God, though. And guess what? God put you here on this earth with a purpose, with a destiny, and it's your job to fulfill it. Thank you, Sabal, for the gift. You see, one thing about me, I'm going off of pure energy. I'm dropping that music. I'm going off of pure energy. Everything that I'm talking to you about today is pure energy, and I need you to know, baby. My last live was A1. If y'all didn't go see my last live, click the link in my bio, go to my YouTube and watch my last live. I was telling y'all off because you've been sleeping on yourself. You've been sleeping on yourself. I don't know why you've been acting like you're not who you are. So I had to come on here and tell you what needed to be said. Because I felt like it was personal. It's personal to me now, bro. I got places that I want to go, and it's personal that I get there. So when people get in your way, it's personal. When I tell you that I'm going to stop drinking or I'm going to stop this, and then you come in, you offer me to do that, guess what? You getting in the way. It's personal. You might need to get cut off for a second. You might need to be let go for a little bit. I might need to cut you off for a week or two until I really get locked in for real. When God sees a purpose and a destiny for you, God is going to make sure it happens. And sometimes you're not going to like that. Because some of y'all staying in relationships a little too long. Some of y'all staying around people that you know you're not supposed to be around. You around these friends who's not helping you grow. You around these friends that's limiting you. You around these friends that only want you to be one type of way, one dimensional, baby. You was not meant to do only one thing. And I'm telling you this right now because I'm really trying to get you to wake up and realize that this present moment is a gift, and at any moment life can be. And the fact that you wait for opportunities, you wait for it to come to you, you're waiting. No, you need to go create it. You need to move with urgency because time is not on your side. Some of y'all got more time behind you than you have in front of you. Not all of you, but some of you. Some of you have more time behind you than you have in front of you. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but that should put some urgency. That should get you working a little bit faster, a little bit more. Because you taking your life for granted. Something so precious as life. You taking it for granted. You see, I got into the habit of comparing myself to people. I got into the habit of comparing myself to this person, but I had to realize, like, hold on, you're not me. You could never be me. So we not on the same journey. We not on the same energy. We not on the same path. So what you got going on got nothing to do with me, and what I got going on got nothing to do with you. Some of y'all are getting caught up in comparing yourself to what this person have. And some of y'all are comparing yourself to illusions. Some of y'all know I'm not a female Illuminati. I am Styx. I am Ori. I ain't nobody else. Don't ever compare me to somebody else because they can never be me. These people may be bigger than me at the moment. But like I said, in the end, we're going to see who really got longevity. I know you're not clowning me. But at the end of the day, I'm bigger than anybody you could ever fucking mention. Right now, they may have more followers than me. They may have more likes than me. But in 10 to 20 years, let's see what everybody's really at. And that's what I had to realize. We got to play a longevity game. You comparing yourself to people who are lit right now. People fall off, fall down. That ain't got shit to do with me. When you know that your energy and your purpose is meant to inspire and enlighten, you know you ain't going nowhere. You're only going to elevate. But you got to understand, evolution and to evolve is going to require pain. Today I said enough is enough. I cried today. I cried. I was crying for like an hour straight. It was like one of those cries where I was like, I wasn't sad. I just was fed up. I just was like, enough is enough. And I'm not mad at nobody. I'm just like, I'm mad at myself. I forgave myself, but I was like, I'm glad to see you back, Ori. I'm glad to see you here. I'm glad to see you woke up. I'm glad to see that you got talent. I'm glad to see that we can't afford not to succeed. We can't afford not to see God's mission out. Because guess what? If I don't show up, that means that I'm going to stop millions of people from receiving this message. That's the thing. Some of y'all got messages and art and videos and songs and things and movies that's supposed to be seen by millions. You should move like it's being seen by millions. You should move like you are being seen by millions. You need to act like you already there. Stop working for it as if you don't have it and work for it as if you've been had it. And you may say, what does that mean? Stop working for the goal as if you're in lack and trying to get it, and work from the goal as if you already have it and you're trying to maintain it. Don't work like the rookie. Work like Michael Jordan, who's trying to keep his championships. I don't know. For me personally, I just feel like I'm on a whole different level mentally. And I just feel like I'm not worried about what the physical shows me. All I need to do is I need to control this mental. You just need to control the mental, because what you see is not always real. This should be an illusion. You over here looking at your life and you thinking that you at the bottom. You thinking that you failing. You thinking, and you have no clue that you actually a couple of steps away from breaking through. I don't know. It's just, sometimes we get so lost. So that's why I say you need to really take a step back and meditate. Sometimes I used to be like, I never really was a meditator before, but now I realize, as the more successful you get, the more you need meditation, because you're going to deal with more stress than the average person. When you start getting more successful, you're going to deal with more stress than the average person. So when you ask, why do I need to meditate? Do you plan on being ultra successful? Do you plan on having millions of people know your name? Yeah, right? Okay, then so you should meditate so you can keep your nervous system in check. Because anxiety is going to happen. When your work gets bigger and better and more people are watching, anxiety, keep on me. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? So this is something I wanted to read to y'all. I want y'all to listen to this and tell me what y'all think. Tell me if this resonates with you, but I'm really going to just go straight into it. So there comes a moment in every life, quiet as a heartbeat, violent as rupture, when the soul can no longer tolerate its own hesitation. That's what I felt today. I felt like I can't take this hesitation. I can't take this laziness. I can't take being okay with what I have and where I'm at. I'm grateful for it. But I know I have a bigger capacity. A moment not marked by grand announcements, because you're not saying it out loud. I mean, I'm telling you because I'm using it as a moment to teach. But sometimes we have these silent screams like, enough. I was like, enough. Somebody said, what meditations do you recommend? I recommend that you join the link in my bio and join my mystery school. Because on my mystery school, I have tons of meditations that you could follow. That's what I recommend you do. Link is in the bio, Sticks Mystery School, and I have an app. Okay? So let's finish, right? A moment not marked by grand announcements, but by the silent scream of enough. That's what I was feeling. I was like, yo, I'm done. Enough. Fuck that. I'm about to lock in. I ain't got no choice. Niggas is going to have to hate me. The app is called Sticks Mystery School. You can sign up for Sticks Mystery School by also downloading the app, creating an account, and clicking sign up. That's the easy way to do it too. All right? So let's continue. Listen to me now. Listen to me. And make sure y'all follow, right? Enough shrinking. Enough lying to yourself about the magnitude of who you are. This moment is not polite. It is not a gentle awakening. It is a fracture. I felt like my shadow grabbed me and was like, get it together. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to be the best artist in the whole motherfucking world or what? A lot of y'all don't know I make great fucking music. And the only reason why you don't know is because I didn't put myself out there. Slap on the wrist. Or what are you doing? You're hiding your gift. You're hiding your gift. You're hiding your gift. A lot of y'all are so focused on being perfect. And you don't even realize that the key to being successful is to fail. You're afraid to fail. And to get to success, you have to fail. The people who are successful are the ones who failed the most. Are you willing to be a failure first before you could ever be a winner? Let me give you an example. I want to go viral, so I post 100 videos. 99 do terrible, but one blows up. Guess what that means? I failed 99 times to have one success. But that one success did enough to the whole failure didn't even matter. Are you willing to fail 99 times to have that one? Are you willing to work for hours and hours and hours upon years to have a couple seconds of success? How do you handle the fear of rejection every time? Every rejection gets me closer to success. You having a fear of rejection is an illusion. It's an illusion. You being afraid to fail is an illusion. That's the whole mind-bending fucking moment. That's the whole mind-bending moment. I had to remember, why am I even doing this? Why am I even coming on live? You know why? Because the only reason why I even wanted to make music was because of XXXTentacion, and I keep saying it. X came on live. He gave advice. He talked to people. He told you about journaling. That nigga saved my life. I was in college trying to end it all. You guys have no clue. Attempted. So when I tell you I'm here and I need to do what the fuck I'm supposed to do, because no matter what, if X knew me or not, I said that I was going to be one of those people. Some of y'all don't make promises to yourself, and when you do, you break them. For me, I can't break my promises no more. I got to be a person of my word. And y'all don't understand, I'm so passionate about what I'm talking about because y'all don't understand, your art. You don't have a clue how many people it's going to save. You streaming. You don't have a clue how many people you're going to help. Me coming on here. I was like, I don't know if I should come on here. What do you mean you don't know if you should come on here? There's people on here watching right now that are getting amped up from this. You feel me? Let me get y'all to understand. TikTok has completely shadow banned my account. I got 500,000 followers, right? And my videos can't even touch 10,000 views. What I'm going to do? I'm going to cry about it? I'm going to feel upset? No, let's create another one. Let's start over. I'm not afraid to start over. I'm not afraid to be a beginner. Because if I did it one time, I could do it again. And that's the thing about success. When you do it one time, you're going to have to do it again. And it's going to be harder the second time. So I need y'all to understand that I don't ever look at things like, oh my God, things are against me. Nope. It's for me to elevate. It's for me to get better. It's for me to level up. It's for me to prove to myself that it was never a mistake. It was never luck. Let me tell you something. This shit ain't luck. This shit ain't luck. What you do ain't luck. You didn't blow up because of luck. You didn't have success because of luck. You didn't make that money because of luck. You made that money because that's you. That's you. My energy is so powerful, the algorithm gonna have to bend for it. And I'm telling you right now, you gotta talk like this about the universe. Because this world will try to beat you up if you don't show it that you're not backing down. This world is a reflection of yourself. So this battle that you fighting is only you for real. Somebody said, what about people who went viral randomly without trying? It wasn't luck because guess what? They had to do it for a specific amount of time to get lucky. Do you understand? To be lucky, you still have to do tons of work. To get lucky is still, to have an overnight success is still a lot of work. You get what I'm saying? I personally, somebody said, why are we crying? I'm not crying out of sadness. I'm crying out of passion. What I'm saying, I feel this shit so much and I love this shit so much. This is what's going to make me the best. I have no doubt. I don't need your belief to know that I'm going to be the best. I don't need your belief to know that I'm going to be on billboards and be listen to my words. Listen to my energy. It just is. You get what I'm saying? So I need you to understand it's the same with you. When you know, you know. You don't need to convince yourself. And some of y'all are trying to convince yourself of something that is known deep within your spirit. Fuck is you trying to convince yourself for it? You are that. Is success overnight even a thing? It's not. The only reason why people think success is overnight is because success is usually a couple of seconds, a day, a moment. But you've worked all these hours, all these years, all these days, all these months for this one moment. And guess what? Once that one moment is up, you're back in the gym. You're back in the gym. The thing about it is I'm sober, but I feel like I'm on a mushy. I feel like I'm on a psycho. And I'm completely sober, but my energy is just a natural high. So let's continue. I'm at the point where I've had silent screams where I'm just like, enough. The moment is not nice. The moment is not polite. It's not a gentle awakening. It is a rude awakening. A clean and holy break from the person you've been rehearsing to be. I realized that when I tripped out, all my insecurities were fake. All my insecurities were fake. Now ask me how I know this. Because when you trip out, you get to the actual true nature of yourself. And when I got to the true nature of myself, all those insecurities couldn't even live. I looked at those insecurities like, that's stupid. And then I realized I gave myself fake insecurities. You know, some people trip out and they realize they're real insecurities. I tripped out and realized I had no insecurities. I'm just that nigga. But because I was around small-minded people who I rubbed the wrong way when I showed up as that nigga, I started to take on their insecurities. So now I got to remind myself and I got to rewire myself to go back to my natural state. Your natural state is when you was a kid. When you was a kid, you wasn't afraid of nothing. You was trying to lunge off the bed. You was head first off the bed. Do you understand that when you were a child, you had no fear? You cried when you wanted something to eat, and guess what? You always got what you wanted. You cried when you wanted to be picked up, and guess what? You always got what you wanted. You did whatever it took to get what you wanted, and guess what? You got it. You feel me? So I'm at the point now where I'm just like that. I will scream and fight and kick. Universe, you have to give me what I want. And I got an affirmation that I want y'all to remember. This affirmation is from Master Key System. I am whole, perfect. I forgot it. I am whole, perfect, powerful, loving, harmonious, and I am whole, perfect, strong. There you go. I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. And some of y'all may be like, what the fuck is an affirmation supposed to do? Let me tell you what affirmations are supposed to do, because some of y'all don't know what affirmations really are. Y'all think it's just some cutesy I am shit to say when you in the mirror. No. An affirmation is like a code for a computer. Control, Alt, Delete. When your mind and your intrusive thoughts are starting to take over. When your intrusive thoughts start to take. When your intrusive thoughts start to take over, if you say that affirmation enough times, it will overpower your intrusive thoughts. You see, the key to being great is understanding your mind. The key to being great is mastering your mind. Once you master your mind, everything is yours. Nothing is out of your being. Nothing is out, because guess what? What made Kobe great, what made Michael Jordan great was their mentality. Michael Jordan, the moment you tried him, he took it personal. Excuse me, if you watch the TV show Last Dance, Michael Jordan took about 100 things personal. And the reason why was, I don't think it was really personal from him to the person. I think Michael Jordan needed a reason to go off. And for me, I'll create a fake reason. I'll act like my mama just told me I'm a failure. My mama would never tell me that. But I'm going to act like it. So I can have an edge, so I can have a chip on my shoulder. Sometimes you got to trick your brain. You got to know how to work this brain of yours. This brain is a tool that is meant to be worked. This brain is a tool that can do extraordinary things. But y'all letting y'all brain take control over you. You letting them faboo ass insecurities set sail in your subconscious mind as if it's real. never ugly, but the more you tell yourself you ugly, the more you look ugly. The more your energy is ugly. You was never a failure, but the more you believe that you're a failure, the more evidence comes up. Now you're a failure for real. You got to be careful the shit you say. Some of y'all say crazy things about yourself. I hope I'm a be, girl, there ain't no hope. But listen, it's me and the universe. Universe, there ain't no hope. I'm gonna be a success. I am a success. I will always be a success. My brain can't process failure. My brain cannot process failure. I need you to say that with me. My brain cannot process failure. Failure does not exist to me. There's learning lessons. There's obstacles. There's lows. But I am never a failure, and I will never fail. Because guess what? The only time you fail is when you quit. Because some of y'all think failure is when your video don't go viral. You think it's failure when you don't get a sale. No, that's not failure. That's the process. That's the process. You get what I'm saying? So some of y'all, it's time that you need to host a funeral for your old self, because that motherfucker can't go. That old version of you can't go. And let me tell you something. When your old version of yourself starts to see that you on a hunt for it, and you about to kill your old self and put your old self in a funeral, in a casket, set sail to that motherfucker and live your new life, that old self gets desperate. That old self starts to play tricks on you. That old self knows your weakness. So it's going to try to trick you. It's going to trick you out your seat. That's why you got to stay overly aware of what's going on within your mind, because at any moment, once you go idle or you default, your old self taking that driver's seat back and say, who dying? Not me, bitch, I'm back. Resurrecting like the motherfucking Undertaker. That motherfucker don't want to go. Your old life is not just like, oh yeah, we're gonna go so you can live your. That's not how this works. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Tyler. That old self plays tricks on you. That old self plays tricks on you. So I need you to understand that this is not going to be pretty. Like today I need you to make a decision. I need you to understand that this journey is not going to be easy. So prepare yourself for that. And let me tell you what I mean by this. I'm not telling you that, you're going to have to work hard, but really understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you have to slave for your goals. That's not what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say that you have to work extremely hard, even though, yes, it's going to come with some effort. I need you to understand that you're going to have to work hard to maintain your success. Because if I tell you you're going to have to work hard to get there, you may go into a lack mentality. So I want you to understand it in the way that Neville Goddard and Joe Dispenza would say. You have to do the work to maintain the success. What I mean is, if you are the greatest basketball player in the league, you have to do a lot of work to maintain that very manifestation. And my thing is, you should love what you're doing so much that it don't even feel like hard work. It just feels like, I just want to be the best. You should want it. You should want it. Like, you should want it as bad as you want to breathe. You should wake up and it should be on your mind. If you're not obsessed, you're not ready. If you're not obsessed, you're not ready. So when you see them people and it's on their phone, their little mood board, when you see they got the sticky notes, it's not that they are superstitious. No, they're just obsessed. They will literally do whatever. Every little affirmation, every little thing that they think will get them ahead, they gonna do it. So you looking at those people that's trying to make it, and you laughing because they doing all of the little kumbaya shit, but they just trying to do whatever to get there. That's how hungry they are. And you over here laughing and judging because they posted 200 videos in a day. Not realizing that shit that they doing to get ahead is going to be the thing that everybody on TikTok saying, oh my God, Renee had posted 4 to 6 videos every day and then she blew up. Next thing you know, you the model. Next thing you know, you the example. First they laugh and then you the example. Do you know that people was laughing at Kobe for wanting to be like Michael? How crazy is that? Do you know that people was laughing at Renee following me at that said? Do you know people was literally laughing at Kobe for wanting to be great? Can y'all believe that? So I'm at the point now where I'm done thinking, and I need y'all to understand this. The key to win is to stop thinking. It's to trust your instincts. And if I was you, guess what? I have a whole class on this called the magnetism class. It's $99, but guess what? You could only join if your birthday is eligible. So before I even get into that, let me go ahead and tap you into that shit real quick. Listen to me. Before your cheap ass start thinking, $99, I gotta pay $99, listen to what the fuck I'm about to say, because everything I'm about to say is gonna start making sense, and then you're gonna realize why you need to pay to play. You should be trying to do whatever you can to get the fuck ahead. Quite frankly, do you know how many books I got? Do you know how many classes I got? Do you know how many courses I got? Bitch, I will buy whatever the fuck to get ahead. Because guess what? When I find that thing that works, it's going to be because I was willing to fail. I was willing to see, well, is this going to work? Is this going to work? Because when you thirsty for success, you are willing to do whatever the fuck it takes. You wonder how at the age of 25 I'm able to know what I know, because I literally bought into anything. I bought into anything and everything. Okay? So what I need you to understand that this is your moment to snap. This is the moment to snap into who the fuck you need to be. This is the moment for you to snap and be like, you know what? I'm done being who I was, because who I was can't take me to where I'm trying to go. Like, I'm really feeling this right now, and I'm really telling you this because it's personal for me. And I love you. And I know that when I continue to be big, you're going to be like, damn, I was watching her videos and this and this and that. That shit really did work. Because guess what? As I elevate, you elevated with me. Why do you think that what I'm saying resonates with you so deeply? I can't give a message like this that you feel and it lack love. The reason why you feel it is because it's from my heart. It's from my heart. I've been like this since I was 16. Anything that I do, I want to be the best at. And I feel like you here because you're the same way. You feel me? Like, I just feel like nowadays, we don't really have people pouring into our community to help them be great. So what I need you to understand is that this is the snap, the psychological death of the obedient self and the rebirth of a sovereign force. This is the rebirth of the savage. I need everybody to comment the word savage. I need everybody to comment the word savage. Comment the word savage. The reason why I am telling you to comment the word savage is because in order for you to be the best version of yourself, you are going to have to let go of all those rules that you was taught when you was a kid. Be good, sit still, do this. Let me tell you something. In order for you to be great, you're going to need that dark side. You're going to need that dark side. And you may say, what do you mean I need that dark side? That trauma that you went through, that shit was for no reason. That's your fuel. That's your force. It's your chip. That dark side, that ego, and when I say ego, I don't mean being arrogant. I mean, the ego wants to prove itself. So you have to allow that ego to prove itself. You got to allow that shadow to protect itself. Some of y'all just think that in order to survive in this reality, it's just light. No, this realm is duality. In order to succeed, you have to master both and learn how to use it. Why do you think that when you're in your darkest moments, you learn the most? Me, look at the energy of a Scorpio. I'm born October 23rd, first day of Scorpio. Do you understand that whenever I come on here and I'm giving you some of the best monologues, the best music, it's because I went through some shit. The difference is I don't let the shit that I go through destroy me. I allow it to build me up. Because the light energy that you have, it's big and it's grand. But that energy that you use when you take that negativity and transmute it, that's just a little bit stronger. Because when that energy was set to destroy you, but you took it and you maneuvered it, manipulated it, and learned how to use it, there's sovereignty in that. True pain will show you things the light never could, and it fuels your growth. You are so right, stuffed crust broccoli, motherfucker. Your name is lit. That's what I'm talking about. And once you learn how to transmute negativity, you don't look at shit like, oh, I'm down bad. You start looking at like, damn, I must be going through another challenge. I must be about to have another level up. Because I've noticed that my level ups come from my low moments. My level ups come from my low moments. So when I have a low moment, I don't get scared. I don't get sad. I just be like, oh, I'm about to have a level up because I'm given an opportunity to have extra energy. Thank y'all for the gifts. But I'm telling you right now, join my magnetism class. If you have your birthday, you know your full birthday, I will hope you know your full birthday, DM me. And if your birthday is eligible, you can join my class. But I need you to understand that my magnetism class is going to get to the root of your insecurity, the root of some of your mentality. For example, here's something that I wanted to post in the magnetism class that I haven't gotten to. Some of y'all have wounds. 5 wounds that y'all need to heal. 1, I feel like I'm meant for more. 2, I can't stay consistent. 3, I'm constantly distracted and drained. 4, I keep sabotaging myself. 5, no one understands my vision. If one of those is your problem, I think it's time that you join the class. I ain't never steered you wrong. Every time you come on this live, you receive something. I ain't never steered you wrong. So I'm telling you right now, number 1, what y'all tell me which one it is for you. Because this is my next magnetism class lesson, the sacred art of becoming. The 5 sacred wounds of transformation. One of these 5 wounds is holding you back. I feel like I'm meant for more. I can't stay consistent. I'm constantly distracted and drained. I keep sabotaging myself. All of them. Okay, so I guess I got to go through this lesson. So, for the first one, if you feel like you're meant for more, I'm going to break this down for you. But like I said, the class is $99.91. Don't text me. Don't DM me if you're not payment ready. I'm trying to fucking work with the people that are serious. Like, I'm at that point. Don't waste my time. You feel me? And this is the thing. If you feel like you're meant for more, it's because this restlessness that you feel, this divine dissatisfaction, it's not a curse. It is a calling from your future self, reaching backward through time to awaken you from the hypnosis of mediocrity. You are acting like you're mediocre. And I'm sorry that I'm yelling. I'm just, girl, I got an Aries moon. My nose running. I got an Aries moon. I have an Aries moon. So my thing is, when I get emotional, I get passionate, baby. I can't do it no other way. I can't act like I can't. You feel me? So what I need you to understand is that you sense greatness because greatness senses you. You feel me? And it's not that you're meant for more. You are more. So the reason why you feel like you meant for more is because you've been taking 80% of your potential, and you've been giving yourself blue balls. Does that make sense? You've been edging yourself. You've been playing with yourself and not letting yourself release. I'm a Scorpio. I'm sorry. I gotta use those type of. Listen, that's the way I understand things. I'm a Scorpio. Don't. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So now let's do the next thing. Let's do the next one. The next one is I can't stay consistent. Consistency is not a moral virtue. It is a neurochemical phenomenon. Your brain's dopamine pathways have been hijacked by a civilization designed to keep you perpetually seeking but never finding. Now, let me break this down because I like to write things in the most philosophical way possible. The reason why you can't focus is because this world, this society, has been programmed to always keep you distracted. So in order for you to succeed, you have to literally create discipline to not entertain the outside world. You feel me? Like, I don't give a fuck what the rest of the world is doing. That ain't got shit to do with me. I want the rest of the world to be worried about what I'm doing. But some of y'all, you get caught up in what the world is doing. And I'm trying to remind you to take your power back. Okay? So every notification you get, every scroll, every minor pleasure has trained your neural networks to expect immediate gratification. Okay? So that's, listen, y'all, y'all can't even see the whole shit that I got a whole, whatever. Anyways, the third one, I'm constantly distracted and drained. Your attention, your focus is the most sacred resource you can possess. Why is that? Because in order to create your reality, you need to have a focused attention on what it is that you want to create. If when you try to visualize, you think about something, but then your mind goes here, your mind goes here, your mind goes here, you can't even create. Think about trying to be a painter, but every time you paint, you're like, red, wait, but now I want to paint this, but now I want to paint this. Your painting is never going to be done. And I need you to understand that in order to create in this life, you have to visualize. You have to use your imagination. Every single fucking self-help book you want to read is going to say the same thing. Imagination, visualize, mentality. You don't need another self-help book. I mean, I read all the self-help books because it's a reminder, but I'm trying to get you to understand the principle of each one. Push yourself, visualize, imagine. That's why meditation is important. Because meditation is you going to the construct to create your whole new life. So you may say, well, why the fuck do I need to join the magnetism class? Because my magnetism class is going to teach you how to embody your energy and how to use it. A lot of y'all don't understand why you have the attention span of a gnat. You're born on the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st. You got to understand your own energy to succeed. You got to understand how to create unison within yourself to manifest. You can't manifest because you are distracted. Look at this nigga. Look at this nigga. See, the distractions coming in. The distractions are coming in. You know, like there's a difference between the people. It seems like there's some people who just are so effortless at receiving what they want. What if you're born on the 28th? 28? 28 is the number of wealth. 28 is the number of wealth. 28 is the number of wealth. Anybody here born 1999? I want to say something real quick. Anybody here born 1999? Anybody here born 1999? If you are born 1999, let me teach you how to use your energy real quick, magnetism style. If you are born 1999, I need you to understand what happened in the year 1999. And I'm going to teach you something that I want you to learn, okay? Magnetism style. I need everybody to comment the word magnetism because I need you to understand this is coming from me. Magnetism. Okay, so this is what I need you to understand. You need to look at what happened the year that you were born. In 1999, everything was the Matrix. Everything was about money. Everything was something within the government. Exactly. 1990 gold, right? Look at you, Tyler. Do you remember the movie Fight Club coming out in 1999? Right? Do you remember the movie Fight Club came out in 1999, right? Now, me being born in 1999, the Matrix came out, the 13th floor came out, Fight Club came out. Everything was about unlocking your mind, right? It's interesting, me being born in 1999, that's all I could ever think about. Also, the reason why 1999 was so important was because 1999 adds up to 28. Stay with me now. 1999 adds up to 28. 28 is the number of wealth. 1999 was the year that the dollar stopped being backed by gold. So there was a whole financial reset that happened in 1999. So if you are born in 1999, you have wealth energy. And you have a very Matrix type of mentality, the truth. Now imagine, that's just me breaking down 1 year. 1 year. What I want y'all to start doing too is start looking at the other people that are born on your birthday. If you're born August 15th, you have the same birthday as Napoleon. You are powerful. If you are born October 24th, you have the same birthday as Drake, the same birthday as Ashton Hall. You feel me? Also, another thing, if you want to book me for a one-on-one, go ahead and DM me. But what I would recommend is that everybody join the magnetism class because I'm going to have a class, a live class on there. So DM me your birthday if you want to join. But just know that not everybody's going to be able to get in. The reason why not everybody's going to be able to get in is because what I teach on the magnetism class is a lot of psychology. And honestly, some of y'all are not mentally strong enough to use the psychology. In order for you to be very magnetic, you have to have confidence. Because if you don't have confidence, you can't walk away when someone disrespects you. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? Did you hear me? The reason why I don't want to give the magnetism class to people who are insecure, and I can see it through your birthday. Unfortunately, if you have a 9, you struggle with insecurities, you know. But the reason why is because if you don't have confidence, you're not going to be able to apply what I'm going to teach you. For example, boundaries. I teach people about boundaries. I teach people about when people are pushing your boundaries, when people are disrespecting you. For example, when people don't show up on time or when people are running late, you have to set boundaries. You want to be treated as a princess, you want to be treated as royalty, let me teach you what you have to do. You have to ask for a lot, even if you may not get it. And I'm really giving some game right here because this is supposed to stay behind that app. But I'm going to say this one time. I'm going to say this one time and that's it. If you want to be treated like royalty or like a high value cool person or whatever, you want people to respect you, you need to ask for a lot. Even if people don't give it to you, people will respect you for asking for that much, because what they will think is that, damn, if they're asking for that much, number one, they're going to feel like they can't afford it, so they're already going to feel a little bit like, you know. The second thing too is they're going to feel like, damn, if you're asking for that much, it must be good. Now it's your job to deliver. Okay, so now I'm going to go into a little bit about magnetism, because today is an 11 day and today is a 5 day. I'm going to talk about how to show up as your most attractive self, because we've been talking about transformation, right? We've been talking about showing up as the version of ourselves that's the superstar, right? Now, what I want you to understand is that I'm going to give you a very deep lesson today. And if I was you, I would take notes. And if you want to know what is the magnetism class like, I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to give you so much fucking information, you're going to be like, I have to join. Period. All right? So what I want you to understand is that in this day and age, true power comes from influence. Are you hearing me? In this day and age, true power comes from influence. So if you can be influential, you wield power. If you can be influential, you're going to get money. If you could be influential, people will chase you. People will follow you because people will try to promote things through you. This whole, look at Love Island. All these people are getting followers and they're getting influence. So once they leave Love Island, brands are going to swarm them. Look at Serena and Cordell. You get what I'm saying? Serena and Cordell, all they had was brand deal, brand deal, brand deal. You want to know why? Because they gained influence. And when your energy is able to influence other people, you are powerful, because the highest human act is to inspire. And the reason why is because when you can inspire someone, you can put someone in spirit. And some people, they have negative motives. Sometimes they have negative agendas. And some people have positive agendas. Everything that I'm trying to influence you to do right now is to empower yourself. That's what it is. I'm trying to empower you, right? So to wield power is to understand magnetism. To command attention is to embody a presence that feels both inevitable and untouchable. How many of y'all are artists? How many of y'all are artists? How many of y'all want to be influencers, YouTubers, whatever the case may be? Stacy said me. Renee. Who else? Diva, right? So what you got to understand is that you have to learn how to use your energy. If you are born on the 11th, you will be great at this. If you're born on the 20th or the 29th, you will be great at this. Okay? So what I want you to understand is that in order for you to be influential, you cannot do things by force. You have to do things by finesse. And you may be like, but I thought you said we have to work hard. Yes, you have to work so hard, it becomes effortless. You see that? You see that? Work so hard on your energy becomes effortless. Here's one thing I want y'all to do. My models, my ladies. Y'all need to sign up for yoga and you need to sign up for Pilates. Some of y'all ever wonder why Michael Jackson was able to move so fluid like that? You want to know why? Number one, Michael Jackson was born on the 29th, but Michael Jackson was practicing ballet. And you have to understand, in order to be a great dancer, you have to be able to control your body, control your energy. And when you do yoga, when you do Pilates, you're literally controlling your energy, controlling your breath. And when you're able to control your energy, control your breath, guess what happens? You start to emit a magnetic field around you. Michael Jackson did so much energetic training with himself that his magnetic field became large to the point where people can feel you 6 feet away. Do you know it's possible for people to feel you 6 feet away? The way that you make that happen is through meditation, through breath work. Excuse me. And when you do that breath work, guess what happens? Your magnetic field expands. Okay? If you haven't yet, join the mystery school, join my magnetism class. Okay? DM me to join the magnetism class. All right? So, what I want you to understand is that royalty, as history teaches, is not simply a title, it's a state of being. So if you want to be treated like royalty, you have to embody that state of being. Okay? Now let's talk about money. Let's talk about money. Let's talk about how magnetism can bring you money. Okay? So I call this the seduction of money. So first of all, you have to understand that money, success, influence, all of that follows you as a byproduct of mastering yourself and your craft. You get what I'm saying? The money, success, fame, all that stuff, it follows you as a byproduct of success and mastering yourself. This is all about mastery. If you can master yourself, you will be able to receive any energy you want to draw towards you. You know what I'm saying? So what I want you to understand is money is just another energy that you have to master. Right? So if you're born on the 8th, this is your energy that you have to master. You get me? So what I want you to understand is that money is neither good or bad. It's just a tool. Okay? It's just a form of energy, a tool that flows where it is wanted, where it is nurtured, where it aligns with the frequency of those who possess a deep internal sense of worth. You want to make money, you have to show up as worthy. Some of y'all, you don't act like you're worthy of it. Therefore, it doesn't come to you. Therefore, it doesn't come to you. And like I said, if you want to learn more about yourself, book a one-on-one with me. DM me, book a one-on-one with me. But just know I'm going to clock your shit. Aloe here has been getting one-on-one calls with me. I've been clocking her shit. She says she's grown within a small span of time of just us having 2 conversations. Right? So instead of pursuing money through brute force, through effort and struggle, we are encouraged to cultivate a state of being in which money is naturally drawn to us. What is that called? Magnetism. Somebody said, how do you get into a worthy mindset? You join my magnetism class and you start to learn that worthiness comes from practice. You may say, what do you mean practice? When you spend so much time working on yourself, you're going to feel like you deserve the whole fucking world. You feel me? So the philosophy of self-worth and desirability. At the core of this energy shift lies the concept of self-worth. And also, in order to create a new self-concept about yourself, you have to do it in meditation and you have to rewire your brain. It is a neural pathway. Okay? It is a neural pathway that you have to rewire. You have to go in your computer, in your mind, and recode that shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, I have never done magnetism before, but I attract money anytime I need it for free. Magnetism isn't about just money. I think you're not listening to what I'm saying. Magnetism is about a mastery of your own energy. At the end of the day, you're not operating at your full potential, and I can guarantee you that. And the reason why you're not operating at your full potential is because you're not aware of your energy. For example, your birthday says a lot about your energy. Your astrology says a lot about your energy. Mastering your energetic signature. Because what works for somebody is not going to work for you. What works for a person who's born on the 3rd is not going to work for the person who's born on the 7th. There are some people that naturally overthink more than other people. And that's just because of their energy and their birthday. Your birthday is your energetic signature. But also, some of y'all are so sensitive to energy. It's so much energy on your body, you don't know what to do with it. And the thing about it is, some of y'all have so much master energy that when you don't know how to use it, how to maneuver it, how to use it, it can destroy you, especially if you're born on the 11th, the 20th, the 22nd, or the 29th. You got so much energy, you don't know how to handle it. It's like having a Lambo and not knowing how to drive it. Miss Chosen One, 29th here, and that's true. I told him. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So what I would recommend is that I need you to understand this. Those with high self-worth understand their inherent value and project this certainty outward. When they project this self-worth outward, they create an energetic field that others, whether people, resources, or money, are naturally drawn to. So the key is to master yourself so much that you create an energetic field that draws things to you. And I can teach you how to do that. I can teach you how to do that. You feel me? Like, there is a aspect of your brain called the default mental network, the default mind network, that is overly analytical. And the only way that you can bring this aspect of your brain down that is overly analytical is through breath work. Some of y'all may be like, oh, this that woo-woo shit. Bitch, this is science. Once you get your body in a certain theta state or alpha state, the aspect of your brain that is overly logical will start to shut the fuck up. And once that aspect of you that is overly logical shuts up, you become like a kid again. You are no longer overly analyzing every single possibility of failure. If you are a Virgo, you have this, thank you, default mode network. Thank you. I said, thank you. Thank you. Some of y'all didn't even know about the default mode network until I told you about it. Do you understand that once you can become aware of your mind and what's stopping you, you then have the practices to alleviate it? And that's what I'm here to do. I have the practices to alleviate any problem that you may have. Well, Ori, I don't know what to do because I keep having these intrusive thoughts come up and they feel like they're beating me up. Great. Here's a frequency at 40 hertz that is going to help you with your focus. Here's a breath work that you're going to do. And here's an affirmation that you're going to do. You're going to do all three of those, and that should instantly help you elevate back to a frequency that'll make you feel safe and turn off all of those analytical negative thoughts. All I'm doing is teaching you how to work a machine. That's all I'm doing. Somebody said, how do I book one-on-one? I would DM me on TikTok or Instagram. But another thing I would say too is if you have not yet joined the magnetism class, all you need to do is DM me your birthday. And if you are eligible, you can join. But do not DM me if you are not payment ready. Do not DM me for a one-on-one if you're not payment ready. Do not DM me. You feel me? What frequency again? 40 hertz is a good frequency to use when you are trying to be productive. There are different frequencies for different things. For example, when you go to sleep, use the theta to is it theta to beta or alpha to theta? I think it's alpha to theta. Yeah. Because some of y'all, as you get more successful and rich, you start to understand that they're using little cheat codes like this, like using certain supplements. I'm going to give you guys a supplement right now. If you deal with ADHD, take L-theanine. If you're born on the 9th, and this is the type of information I give you when you come to me, you say, hey, this is my problem. If you are born on the 9th, my class is $99. Now, I got another tier. If you feeling like, no, bitch, I want to go all the way through, I got another tier class that is $260, and that's Black Mirror, but I don't even want to tell you about that because I usually only offer that class to people who I talk to one-on-one, so don't even worry about that. But like I said, if you're born on the 9th, I would take L-theanine. And if you look at the word L-theanine, it has the word 9 at the end. Now, why do I recommend people who have the 9 in their birthday to take L-theanine? Virgos, I recommend it. The reason why is because people who have that 9 energy tend to have the most ADHD, and tend to overthink the most, which is why L-theanine helps to quiet the thoughts, and it also helps with that default mode network. I know. I'm nerding out right now. I'm giving out a lot of information, so you better catch it when you can. If I was you, if you want to get more personalized information for yourself, like I said, DM me for a 1-on-1. DM me for a 1-on-1.